Apples and cinnamon are two sweet flavors that are eternally delicious together. I mean, this flavor combination anchors so many dishes. So try mixing them into a batter and frying them crisp, because then you'll be just one bite away from the finest fritters in town. I love donuts, but gearing up your own personal donut factory can be a bit involved, which is basically why I like fritters even more. They taste the same, but they're a whole lot easier to make. I mean, if you can mix together a pancake batter, you can definitely make fritters. Start with your wet ingredients, 2 eggs, and for lots of rich flavor, use buttermilk, 1 cup. You could use milk here, but buttermilk, oh boy, lots of flavor. Brown sugar is actually considered one of the wet ingredients, mainly because the easiest way to mix it into the batter is in the wet ingredients. In the dry ingredients, it just gets clumpy. On the dry side, you'll need 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. But start with the flour. A tablespoon of cinnamon is a lot of cinnamon, but that's the point. These are apple cinnamon fritters, and you might as well heap that spoon right up. 2 teaspoons of baking powder is just right though, because this is what allows the fritters to expand a bit as they fry and lighten their texture. It is important though to thoroughly whisk the dry ingredients together. If not, you end up with these little bitter bites of baking powder right in the middle of them. And right away I can smell that cinnamon. And now of course you have a critical choice to make. What type of apple to use in the batter? And there are so many to choose from. The bottom line is that over and over and over again, Granny Smiths worked best. They're sweet, they're sour, and they maintain their texture in the batter. And the best way to get them there is to dice them small. When you mix together a batter like this, the flour and the moisture immediately start forming elastic gluten, which can really toughen the fritters, so it's a good idea to let it rest for a few minutes, which you have to do anyway while you get your hot fat ready. But not just any fat, good old-fashioned pure lard. Fact is, lard used to define North American cooking the same way that butter defines French cooking or olive oil Italian. It just fell out of favor as we turned to artificial fats like margarine, which have also now fallen from grace as we've turned back to more natural fats like butter from cows or lard from pigs. What's never changed though is how good this tastes. It just became a secret ingredient for a while. Not anymore though, because lard is back. And why not? I mean, fritters are always a treat, so why not go all the way? But you can't enjoy all this retro flavor until the cinnamon sugar is ready. Half a cup of white sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. These don't take very long to cook, just a few minutes, maybe 5 in total. And the first few are generally a write-off as you sort of dial things in. I mean, it's okay to cut inside and see if it's cooked through. The real key here, though, is making sure the oil is exactly 365 degrees Fahrenheit when you start, and the best way to know for sure is with a candy thermometer. Too high and the fritters will burn, too low and they absorb a lot of fat. It's tasty fat, but there's a limit to flavor. Now that's a cool way to serve ice cream, no matter what else is in the bowl. But apple cinnamon fritters, these things are amazing.